The Dusty Futon Podcast is a product of the Dusty Futon LLC and Dusty Futon Productions. Go to dustyfuton.com for more information. Welcome back to the Dusty Futon. We have another Musicians Podcast episode for you this week. And this is episode 19 of season 6, and we're going to stop season 6 on episode 20, which is next week. But don't worry, we'll still continue the concert reports as often as we can, and we'll stay in touch with you through the Dusty Futon newsletter. You want to sign up for that? Go to our website at www.thedustyfuton.com. And this episode is brought to you by Backstage360.com, the musicians' media. The Dusty Futon is a musicians podcast bringing you the raw musician and what they bring to the table. Backstage360.com works hard to bring you even more with creative write-ups, professional interviews, and stunning photography. Backstage360.com also assists with the promotion of events, products, tours, new music, and they provide an overall insider's peek into the impedimenta of the backstage. Backstage360.com. They truly are the musician's media. Before I tell you who's actually in this week's episode, I want to say thank you again for just listening. Simply listening to this episode gives us a reason to keep doing it. But we could use your help if you're interested at just $1 a month at patreon.com to support the Dusty Futon. All funds will go to bringing you brand new artists, brand new music right here on the Dusty Futon, including Americana band Enter the Blue Sky. Now, being classified in a genre is tough for just about any band nowadays, and Americana is like an all-encompassing genre. We actually talked to them a little extensively about that to kind of define what Americana really is. But I'm sure you don't want to hear any more from me, so here's Tyler and Spicy Kim as they talk to Enter the Blue Sky.
Here I am.
I'm Karen. Yeah. Check.
Hey, I am there and here and over there. Up.
Better.
Yeah.
It's like Mighty Mouse. I'm here
think
and
we're
there
good.
Everywhere.
My levels are the same. I don't think I
Here
need to
come
really
to
check
say
mine,
the
do I?
day.
Yeah.
Well, I adjust yours on the fly.
I'm level.
Cool.
Got it,
And
Karen.
plumb.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. And ever present with video. Love it.
From different angles, too. We can make like a
I know,
whole,
this is
like,
great.
There we go.
3-dimensional video here.
Yeah.
HD.
directed by Quentin Tarantino. Dusty Futon. I love the cinematography. It's very
So
Scorsese.
very Scorsese. And there you have it.
Oh, my goodness. Welcome to the
right.
Dusty Futon. I am your host, Tyler Johnson. Welcome. And to my right over here is my other host.
Spicy Kim here. Hello, hello.
Always a pleasure to have you here,
Oh,
Kim.
it's always a pleasure to be
That's
here,
right.
Tyler.
And out here today, I'm going to try and attempt to do my best Sam Neill voice through 45 minutes of the episode.
Ooh. Wow.
I feel like I have to because of this all-Americana band that we have with us here today called Enter the Blue Sky. And it's also because I'm drinking my Coors.
Okay.
That luckily was not open yet.
He just kicked it over for you at home.
So no, we have a all-original Americana band, Enter the Blue Sky,
Yes.
with us today. Thank you for making the trip out here today and joining us on the futon, which we're so sorry is not really a futon. I know.
But it's comfy.
It's like you guys had this whole picture painted in your head, and then you showed up, and you're like, this isn't what I signed up for.
With disappointment.
And yet you're still here, so thank you for putting up with
Thank
us.
you for
Oh,
staying.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So we have here with us, we have the lovely Sandy. Sandy, I get them mixed up already, yeah. Now,
The other lovely Sandy.
Now, as a San Diegan, I want to pronounce your last name Lois, because
It's that close.
yeah.
Perfecto.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. But no, is it Sandy Lollis?
It's Lollis.
Lollis. Okay, see, I get it wrong still, right?
That's all
You
right.
You had all
Americans.
kinds of ways wrong.
And then we have Karen.
Yes.
Karen Childress Evans or just Evans?
Very good.
Yes.
Really?
See,
Thank
I
you.
got that one
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
I got that one right.
Brownie points.
So Sandy, she's vocals, and do you also play instruments as well?
Yeah, I play guitar.
You also play the
Rhythm,
guitar
yeah.
as well. Bless your hearts, guitar player as well. I'm biased. But then we've also got the lesser-known stringed instrument, the viola.
Yes.
Not too many people I know play the viola, and most people are like, that's not even an instrument, Tyler. You can't make stuff up.
That's a body part.
You mean to say violin?
Body part. Wow. Already?
I did open my beer already. Okay.
And the show tumbles.
Oh,
Well, at least you said viola.
you're only 3 minutes in, Karen. Buckle up.
Right. We got helmets.
Yeah, like Sandy said, at least you pronounced it right. So yeah.
Exactly.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So, all original Americana band, and you guys are based out of La Mesa. What I understand right now, it's soon
San Diego
East
kind of
County-ish. Yeah.
East County-ish. I think that's where the folk influence comes from. Maybe, perhaps.
Just from inside, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, from
Just
wherever.
pours
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like it. But you guys formed in 2014, from what I read on the internet. I'm always skeptical about things I read on the internet now because
Well, it must be true.
Well, the last 3 recording episodes we did before, I swear I got it wrong like 8 times
Wow.
in 3 episodes.
Oh,
So,
He was on his A game that day.
so 2014. It's been about 4 years now. Have you guys been together before then? Do you guys have a relationship before, or did you guys just kind of meet up through the list of Craig?
Oh, no. Actually, it was through open mics.
Really?
Yeah, out in East County, there's a lot of open mics.
Yes.
So were you guys doing your own solo projects?
Yeah, well, what happened is Karen hasn't been with me that long, but I got a gig. Somebody just booked me out at Renegade in Lakeside, and I just said, oh well, I can you play with me and you play with me.
Yeah.
So I got a bass player, drummer. There was a keyboard.
Grab some
And
players.
yeah. And so we, for that first gig, and we never even rehearsed, and
Wow.
they'd heard some of my stuff, but basically they're just all great players,
Yeah.
that
Just
could
trying to wing it?
oh yeah, just come right in, so we did that gig, and then I was like, well, do you guys want to,
That
like
was
be
kinda fun.
a band, and some people were more on board than others, and then someone,
It was like the most successful speed dating round
Oh,
ever.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I picked up my whole band right there.
exactly, right there. Yeah, and then right after that, the harmonica player, somebody told me he wants to do this, so
Very
then we
cool.
were 6 people, and right away I got rid of the keyboard player, who was a bit of a pain.
Those prima donna keyboard
he
players.
might be listening.
Yeah, right.
We hope he is.
There's nothing, not a dig on his talent, just or her talent.
No,
either,
it's
whatever.
it hit him. No, it didn't fit.
Sometimes
mean,
it
keys
doesn't.
just doesn't fit, and then eventually, so there was 5 of us, and it just kept kind of changing. We had violin at that time, not viola, and that player wanted something else,
Yeah.
and moved on, and then I just had met her. Karen approached me at an open mic and
Right on.
and said, "Call me," So I was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Wow, here we
It
go."
was better than that. My husband and I play together in a group called Sentimental Journey, and I heard Sandy once, and I heard her Like an Angel, and I was ripping my pants apart trying to get a card out to give her. And say,
That's impressive.
and I just looked her
What a
in the
visual.
eye. I don't even know this woman. I looked her in the eye and I just said, "Call me."
Little did we know.
And she
She's like, she
did.
didn't even buy me a drink.
I know. I was very aggressive.
Oh, but I gave her a band pin. Yeah, I said, "Do you want to sign up for our mailing list?" Yes, you get a free band pin. In fact, I'm gonna have to give you guys band pins too.
So Karen's a go-getter. She sees something
Oh,
she
yeah.
likes. She's like, mine. Oh, yes.
That
she will be
smile
mine.
tells me that she's like that. Just-
I see those little devil horns.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, they're
She probably
showing.
even learned how to play the viola just afterwards. She's just like, I'm going to get her, and now I
Kind
have to
of.
You know the song "Devil Went Down to Georgia"?
do Oh, so how long
There's
have you
so
been?
many answers to that.
How long have you been playing the viola, Karen?
I started on the violin in 4th grade. Don't we all? No,
Yeah.
I guess maybe
Now,
not,
are they
but,
essentially
yeah.
the same instrument? One's just kind of bigger and
There's similarities, yeah. But I really, really, really wanted to be first chair, and I couldn't. Once I got to high school, I really couldn't.
I see where you're going
It
with
was
this.
not, and I wanted to go to All City and All Northwest, and I wanted to do all that cool stuff that other people were doing. And so I changed to viola because my sister said, "Oh, play viola. You know, you don't have to be good to do that."
Yeah.
You're going to get that
Yes.
chair.
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
You know,
and
I have the same plan. I'm going to go to some country out in the middle of nowhere and compete for their Olympic team, and I'm going to be in the 2028 Olympics when they come here to America. I'm going to do it.
You got it. You got it. And
What
I
sport?
ended up actually doing that. And I majored in it in college. And
Oh, fantastic.
so I went the classical route. And so to come in to a situation that's all improv, and I write all my stuff, was really fun.
So did you take your viola to like open mic nights? I mean, it's something I
Yeah.
wouldn't expect to see. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And who writes? Sandy, are you the main writer?
Oh, God,
Besides-
yeah.
I mean, your own parts. But
And she talked you up so wonderfully. I really want to kind of take the Pepsi challenge now and hear. I want to hear this angelic voice that is Sandy.
Hold on.
Holding on.
hold on.
Hold, please.
No, that's
Stand.
the name of the song. That's the name of the song.
Hold
That's the song
on.
title.
Hold on. Hold
That's
on.
not. That wasn't.
Horses.
That's the.
So we're going to hear Hold On
Yeah.
by the Blue Sky.
All right, let's do that.
I'm an old woman.
That's not true.
That's not a very nice thing to say about
I
yourself.
don't need anyone.
Except Karen.
My life has been full up to now. Now it's almost done. Now I stand at the station. Lord, come take me home.
There's the harmony. Hi, Karen. She's arrived.
I'm just about giving up hope. I'm turning to stone. I'm an old man. I fought in so many wars. My life has been full of regret and remorse. Now I stand at the station. Lord, carry me home. I've given up just about all I am. I feel so alone. Hold on to me, I'll hold on to you. Here in my heart, that's all we can do. And there'll come a time when I am no more. Let's shut out the darkness and try to stay warm.
You know, I can see that keys aren't really. They wouldn't fit with this. I could just tell. It would
Right.
be way too much. and
Leonard
kinda-
Skinnerd.
Yeah, almost convolute the message that's making Kim cry.
And yay, our work here is done.
True story.
Yep, right. She's like, bye. Okay, see ya.
And drums too. We got rid of the drums when we got our
doesn't-
upright.
Don't even need them.
You
No.
don't.
Well, yeah, the bass gives you that kind
You're
of.
talking
that-
over my solo.
Sorry.
Oh gosh, every time I hear this, I miss John, the harmonica player. That's tough for us right now.
I'm a young child on the edge of 13. My life has been full of fear and shame. Shame, it follows me. Now I stand at the station. Lord, I'm running away. I've got to believe
should I leave today? I'm a middle-aged woman.
Hey, girls, right there.
We are living in our prime.
It's the new 20s.
My life has been full of passion and torment, the torment of time. Now I stand at the station. Lord, don't take me now. I've got too much left unfinished, keeping me down. Hold on to me, I'll hold on to you. Here in my heart, that's all we can do. And there'll come a time when I am no more. Let's shut out the darkness. Hold on to me, I'll hold on to you. Here in my heart, that's all we can do. And there'll come a time when I am no more. Let's shut out the darkness and try to stay warm. Oh.
Very nice.
Thank you.
That was Hold On.
That's right.
Hold On
Hold
by
On.
Enter the Blue Sky. That was beautiful. And now I know exactly what Karen was talking about when
Yeah.
she said she heard your voice and she must be mine.
Did anybody else get an
lyrics.
"Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" vibe in that?
Yeah, a
It
little
did.
bit.
It
Yeah, a
kind of
little
had
bit.
that feel like geographically. you
Yeah,
know,
Southern back in the back.
Well,
in the
it's just
time.
something that, people, like two people with, harmonica or guitar, no drums, nothing special, just
Yeah.
playing their words coming out. And towards the end there, the marriage of the harmonica and the viola and everything all together was a perfect way to close out that song.
Yeah, that's like Karen said, when we hear that, we hadn't mentioned before that our harmonica player passed away in January.
I did
so
read that, and I'm
to-
sorry to hear
yeah,
that.
no, yeah, and he was such a master, and anybody who, they listen to the album and they go, what is he even doing? My
Right.
God, because sometimes you're not even sure it's a harmonica. It's just, he does it in such a way so unusual to what normally people are playing.
that low note,
so
that
talented.
really low vibratory, except you
Yeah.
can hear the reed flapping in that, and to hold that out. I've tried playing the harmonica, and I'm telling you that stuff like that, those single notes and holding them out, is very difficult to do, and that was really impressive.
It's a pretty
Yeah, it
dexterous
was.
instrment for just this tiny little thing
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
in the palm of your
Well,
hand.
and John was amazing playing with him on stage or any, because what we'd do is that Sandy would write the song and then she'd play it for us, and then we'd just conjure up our own background and however we could support. And John and I got to the point, I mean, we were like brother and sister, including the scrapping, but in a loving way.
Right.
But he, I could just look at him and we would know what we were going to do.
That's just the greatest.
Yeah,
when you
and
really have that
he
physical
knew
connection.
how to ice a cake like I've never seen in my life. It was just,
Is that
Literally or
metaphor?
symbolically?
Yeah.
yeah, well, symbolically, I don't know.
I work at a food service distribution, so I really took you completely literally there.
I was thinking about that too because I like to bake, so I don't know.
I was thinking,
now-
I'm hungry. That
Yeah,
sounds
now
good.
I'm hungry.
Damn cake.
No, he just knew how to take something and fit right in, and then when it was his time to go, he'd go, and then he'd come down. There was no. Okay, I play harmonica and I've got these really good riffs, and so I will give you my entire basket of riffs right now.
It wasn't that player.
No, he just took an immense toolbox and then he'd pull from that.
He existed within the song.
Yeah,
through his
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
harmonica.
absolutely. And he didn't have to he didn't have to explode.
Right.
Like so many, that's what I was saying earlier about harmonica players. I mean, a lot of times they're just like, woo, flute,
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't have to do that. And he came from a blues background. He grew up in Miami and then went to North Carolina, Memphis.
Miami, huh?
Yeah, he grew up in Miami.
So I take it he's probably a big Jimmy Buffett fan, isn't he?
I doubt it. I don't know it.
Yeah,
I was just going to say I don't know it.
I knew it. Yes.
I am.
See, me and Karen, we're simpatico
I am.
here.
Yes,
Yeah.
Big John.
Not a parrot head?
No, I know I love Buffett, but I'm not a parrot head. I mean, I'll have a cheeseburger in paradise, but I'm not a parrot head.
I was at Campland by the Bay, and there's a band called the Parrot Heads, and we were camping, and
You were
they
camping at
playing- I
Campland
was
by the Bay?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
kind of shocking. I know. Crazy. This crazy life I have.
Staycations.
Right? No, there was like the band, the Parrot Heads were playing, and there was this dude with like some kind of margarita cart or something, driving his little cart all around Campland with like cocktails for sale. We're like,
Hell yeah.
that was kind of cool.
Sounds
I know.
illegal, but smart.
I know, right? I'm there with my kids. They're like 4. I'm like, I'm okay.
Get them one
back.
too.
I want to
Well,
go back to the
we're not
harmonica
driving.
thing really
Yeah.
quick. Sorry, I reel that back in. It's
all good.
One of the reoccurring theme that's been happening on the Futon lately is the concept of less is more. And that really applies to blues harmonica players where you hold that note out and give that pause, that breath of window to allow people to want it before you bring it back in.
And to hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's the blues. You got to
Yeah.
hurt, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell me how to feel. Let me feel it.
Right? I'll just leave some room in there, and you're going
You're
to.
gonna be sad. Da, 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 da. You're hating life. Da, da, da. No.
the
I want to
guilt,
feel that,
the-
not hear it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So can we talk a little bit about that song, kind of where the inspiration came from, perhaps? Is
Oh,
there
my
anything
goodness.
behind that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could hear it. I could hear a lot in there. I want to know it.
Well, my mom lives in east of Memphis, and I go out in the country. It's beautiful out there, and she's 80. Well, she'll be 80 next month, and
Go, Mom.
oh yeah,
Be an octogenarian.
yeah.
You finally get to use that, and it works.
Jesus.
Oh, my goodness. Dang it. I was so close. I was going to throw it down.
Anyway, come back.
Yeah, so she isn't always the most positive soul, and she's been saying she's old for a long time, and I'm like, I don't know where you get that. Anyway, she said, one day, she gets an attitude, and she goes, I'm just an old woman, and I don't need anyone, and I'm like, oh, well,
There's
I'm
a
going to my
song
room.
in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I think isn't
So-
that your opening line word for
exactly.
word?
Yeah, right?
And it's funny because when I sing to her, when I sing them, she doesn't go, "Oh, you."
Like she doesn't
that's-
connect those
Yeah,
dots?
that's my. I said that, honey. How can you? No, she doesn't. So she go, "Oh, that's so lovely." So I just.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Until
I
one
think-
Christmas, you're going to get a call out of the blue.
Do
And
we have the same
Oh
mom?
my, yeah, we have the same mother. Mine just turned 78, but same
Yeah.
MO.
And so then I just, I just took it, from the different perspectives and stuff. Obviously, the last one is me, but I like to say how we each live our lives separately, and we have to, but then we also need each other, for support and,
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you live
but-
with the same feelings, like the guilt and shame, like you were saying, frustration,
Oh my gosh.
like everything of
I
your
do
life.
remember
And
13.
But
feeling
carry that
that.
baggage around.
You have to
and
understand that
countless
these characters are standing at the station.
Yeah.
Metaphorically.
For sure.
I'm going to die.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
One
That's
way or the other, I'm
exactly-
going to die, and the thoughts going through their head.
Right.
Sandy. I've got a girl crush anyway. Sandy.
Oh my goodness.
There you have it.
There's another visual.
No,
Dusty Futon making relationships happen since 2000.
knocking the dust off.
It's also the love connection here.
her ability to write poetry and put it to music is really really appealing. I love all of her songs. In fact, she'll say, "Okay, we're going to play this one." I go, "Oh, my favorite."
Good. Yeah.
So many. Now I do have some that aren't my favorite, but I
To go, really?
Everybody has those.
we won't.
Right.
We won't. No, but not because they're not good. It's just because I don't like what I'm playing on or whatever.
But wait, you wrote
it's
those
all
parts.
about me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. She did.
You're like, you did it to yourself.
Yeah.
But Sandy's amazing at this poetic
Yeah.
visual of these different people standing at the station, wanting to die, wanting to go, wanting to kill themselves, wanting to do whatever, you know.
I can picture
and
the
here
video
you
in my
are,
head, like, so
I'm a
easily,
woman living in my prime, and well, she isn't, but I'm old, and
Since when?
Well,
It's
I
another
graduated
woman.
from work, about 4 or 5 years ago, and so
Graduated from work.
I know.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good. That's a nice way of putting it. Very politically correct of you.
But it's the word, it's the words that just you gotta, and you can read them over and over again, and you can get into them, and you can start going, oh yeah, what is? And then
Right.
some of you just go, what does that mean? And you have to think about them for a while.
Yeah, more abstract and more. Yeah.
Yeah, some people take things literally, like icing the cake.
Yeah.
I know.
What idiot would do that?
Stupid English majors. God, what are you gonna do?
I think it's time to come to another song here. Perhaps something with a forward up tempo. Maybe. Do we have something a little hoppy?
Actually, the next song is, and I like this one. I listened to this beforehand.
Oh, I know what it is.
I
You
really
have
want
to tell
you.
me.
Before you
Yes,
do that,
it
I'm going to do
is.
my best, like smooth jazz 98
Oh, there you go.
introduction. It's like, so enter the blue sky. While some selections have forward up tempo, the majority of their sound is a composite of poetic, smooth, original, and unique rock melodies supported by warm harmonies and textures. The songs are very lyrical and vocally driven. Proven.
I want to
Backed
stab
by
you in the
exciting
throat.
instrumentalists in an atypical yet harmonious blend. And then I fucked up the last word. The one
last
thing that
word.
everybody remembers.
But also, it sounded like you said hominy, and I am a fan of hominy, but
Great.
it is.
Hominy.
How many?
That's the Coors Light talking.
I like the yellow one with lots of butter.
I like the white.
I like to hear a song.
So let's go on with this one, Big John. What do you got for us?
I told you it 3 times.
Yeah, didn't you just do the intro?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my.
I really want you.
I really want. Oh, yeah, I have that
really
one here.
want.
Yes, I really want. Is it the live version?
No.
Okay.
That's why I want you to want me to buy Cheap Trick.
No, they have a live version too. It's on their Reverb Nation page.
Oh, you hear us live, we go nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine. Oh, I bet that's so much fun.
With this song, I'm sure it would be a lot of fun. So since Tyler doesn't want to intro it, I'll do it.
Again.
This is Enter the Blue Sky off the re-entry album, I Really Want You.
Oh, I feel like a polka. Yeah.
Real klezmer. Real klezmer.
Okay.
You're right, and there's John just doing what he does.
No one is the wiser. I really want you. Hold me a little tighter. I really want you.
Isn't this fun?
This is so different. I feel like I'm in Europe, like in the Mediterranean now.
Yeah, that's right. I really want you. Crashing.
Nice.
Nice
Nice.
one. Yes.
That's a run on a viola. That's a run.
Is it?
It's a glissando.
Oh, whatever.
She'll teach you.
Heart beats a little faster. I really want you. No need for you to ask me. I really want you. Darkness in your window. I really want you. Night moves in crescendo. I really want you. I really, really,
Nice.
really want you.
I know,
I
right?
really, really, really want you.
Absolutely.
Russian
I
dancing.
love just that solid beat in the back too. It makes you want to dance,
Boom, boom,
and also
boom,
mash it up with
boom.
like a Pitbull song, you know.
It's kind of a drinking song, too.
I love that bass.
Drink away.
Well,
Yeah.
latent and latent desire. All I ever wanted was to hold you. All I ever wanted was to hold you. Move in a little nearer. I really want you. Let me make it clearer. I really want you. You read like a romance. I really want you. Riding in a slow dance. I really want you. I really, really, really want you. I really, really, really want you. I really, really, really want you. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah.
Jesus! Eddie Van Halen harmonica solo. I'm all doing it with my fingers, like that's how you play a harmonica.
Can you do that with your shirt off?
Wait, not for free.
Wait, what?
Nothing's for free, huh?
Thank you very much.
For keeping it on, for taking it off.
Yeah, if you don't ask.
Right? Good point.
I love the picking up the tempo at the end.
Yep.
It's like, dance faster, dance faster. You're not tired yet. Dance faster.
I really want you.
I pictured this being a really good dance number. Like,
Oh, yeah.
people
Oh,
just
yeah.
come out of nowhere,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. they
pouring
do
out of the bushes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go either way with it.
Oh, yeah.
Get all.
And you always have that one guy doing the chicken dance somewhere in the corner. Always.
Yeah.
That's only when you go out. That's you.
There's always
I'm
someone that puts a
everywhere.
bottle on their head, you know.
Somebody puts an apple, somebody gets a bow, you know.
Oh boy, yeah. Little Patron and bang.
Yeah.
I really, really, really want you. I want you, I want you. I want you, I want you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Let me
I couldn't quite hear you.
reiterate.
Yeah. All right.
Te quiero mucho.
Ole!
Oh my goodness. I feel like I just did cardio.
No, yeah, so do I. I wear a Fitbit, you know, and I try to get my 10,000. But you
Just
know,
play
after,
that song?
after
Oh,
playing
yeah,
that song, and it usually buzzes right at the time. Yeah.
It's like, hey, you need to calm down and sit down for a minute.
Yeah. Drink some water,
You're
Karen.
right. Yeah,
My
you're way
Fitbit
over
always
it.
yells at me and says, you need to get moving.
Ass a movie.
Yours yells at you and says, sit down.
Sit down now. And it gives me a cold towel.
Oh my God. Especially at the end, like you're going super fast with like
Oh,
that
yeah.
Jaws theme.
I hope you have fans on stage when you're playing that one.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Oh, you leave the fans down. You know, they're the ones cheering.
it was fun. Funny. We were in Hard Rock Cafe one night and playing there,
Oh,
and
fun.
we're playing, and I'm noticing this group over there was just going crazy over that song, and somebody was Shazamming it, and it was like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Not to live music, can you? Can you Shazam to live
you
music?
can.
Apparently they've
Yeah.
gotten pretty
Yeah,
good.
can you do that now? Well,
Wow.
yeah.
Shazam,
Well, it
you
was
can even give like
before
the
our
lyrics.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before
the
our
album.
album went out, but
Well,
yeah,
we'll have to check
that's-
that out sometime. I'll have to have somebody do that. That'd be
Absolutely.
fun.
Yes, I know this song. I've heard this before from an old country.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I know this. Who is this? This is Mjolnir. I know this.
Well, that's what's so fun about Sandy's songs. It's, you know, you've just demonstrated how eclectic they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And they're really
And
it was something for
infecting,
everything.
Too. It struck me down to my soul. Makes a white boy want to dance.
Yeah, I know.
I don't usually.
But please don't.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we want to see
We've
that.
talked about this way too many times.
Well, at least with my clothes on, apparently. No one's interested in that.
Allie is Allie. Back there. You got your
Raising
one
her
fan. There she is.
Yeah, it's like
Well, she's the best one, or the best one, you know, really.
truly, yes. Behind every great man is an even better woman, right?
Oh. Nice.
So deep, right?
Honey, if you're listening,
Most women will say, no, no,
It's
no.
like you got a little
we're-
something brown on your nose there, honey.
major spousal points.
He put on his like fishing boots.
My waiters.
Your waiters.
Yep.
So that song, I hope you guys play that one live often.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now,
Yeah.
good,
Every time, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because you guys are going to be playing around town here coming up in the next few months.
Yeah, where are you playing? I want to hear. I want to go.
Season 6? Okay, so can I do something in September?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you guys are playing at, you guys frequent a couple places, so you know that, if you miss them one night, come back again, they'll be here another night. So out on in Euclid Avenue at Nate's Garden Grill, you guys are going to be
Yeah.
out there on the 28th of September. And then again 3 weeks later on the 18th of October, and then you're coming back a month later in November. So you've got 3 times. You got no excuse to me. Did I just whack Kim in the face?
He tried.
No,
He
you hit the
tried.
stand.
She's
I got protection. My bodyguard, my
I just get nosebleeds. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Do you need a tissue? Just staunch the bleeding. It's okay.
Damn.
We did have a boxer in here earlier. We can be like,
Oh my God. You know what we should have done? We should have had her box me. That would have been a fun thing. Except we don't have gloves. That would have been ugly.
Oh my.
Although
we're playing
it could
Into the
only
Blue
improve
Sky.
things at this point. So anyway, coming back to where we can see you guys around town.
Is the Mount Laguna Music Festival on the?
I don't think I
the
saw
website?
that one.
cool.
So.
I think I
It's-
saw it actually.
It's the 29th and 30th
Of September or October?
of September. Yeah, we don't know which day. It's a it's a
Okay.
2-day festival. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
cool.
one of the
So you're
anchor
in there.
bands. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, get tickets for both
Nice.
days. It's bound to
There
be
you go.
fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Absolutely. So that's on the 28th and 29th
I
of
think
September?
the 29th and 30th. Are you
30th,
looking it
okay.
up, Karen?
I am.
is.
There we
and
go.
we've got,
Everybody
the 29th is a Saturday and the 30th, and we don't know yet. But either day, come on up because it's just going to be
But make
amazing.
sure you come
Make
up
a
to
whole
see
weekend
us.
out
You
of
know,
it.
Mount Laguna is
Oh, you
mean,
can come
you
up
got
both
gorgeous.
days, but be sure you're there when they're fun.
camp overnight, and then
what fun.
And
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
a lot of
Total fun.
bands that are going to be there.
Heck yeah. And then is the Julian Station, is that a public place?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So Julian Station on September 2nd, you're also going to be out there.
Yeah.
So now, do you guys have a website where they can go, listeners can go and maybe buy a CD if they want to take some of this?
Or a
and-
shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. Enterthebluesky.com.
That's easy right there.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I like
And,
your
yeah.
logo. You're wearing a shirt right now.
Yeah, very
know.
cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I dig
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
It's kind of a cool for those listening who have no idea what visual representation the band has. It's
Correct.
almost like
Like old service stations.
it's like the reminiscent of the 50s kind
Yeah.
of logoing with the
Like
the
neon
wings.
signs.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And it's the,
right, really?
Diner.
the wings
Nailed
and then the airplane
It's my
engine
pilot
in the
wings.
center.
Pilot,
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
my
Pilot
There you go.
wings. Pilot wings.
That's
and I
how she
actually
enters
Are
the
you a
booth.
pilot?
No, I'm not. But
Oh.
John was a pilot. Our former bass player was a pilot. Yeah,
So it
but
ties in.
yeah, I've just always liked flight and
Right
all
on.
that. Yeah.
Hence,
Super
Enter
cool.
the Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, hello.
I was going to ask about that name. What was the inspiration behind that name?
Well, when it was the six of us originally, and I said, well, don't we need a name now that we're actually a band? Okay.
The details.
Yeah. And every time I would think about the music, the color blue kept coming into my mind. So I'm like, okay, what is it? Well, there's plenty of blue skies out there. I mean, there are a dime a dozen. Blue sky band, blue sky, blue skies, blue sky, here, whatever. So I like the idea of flight. I like the idea of space travel too. So yes. Yes, the closer we get. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
40 minutes in, and Tyler finally found something to connect with you.
Oh, God, he's going to
So-
fan geek right now.
So Enter the Blue Sky is cool because you enter it from above and below. When you come back from outer space and when you fly up out. Yes.
Interesting. Oh, God.
Sorry, that was my one. You give me one. That's
Next
it.
time we have
Okay.
this podcast with just a girl.
Oh, come on, sweetie. I'll be a part of it too. It's okay.
So enter the blue sky from
Yes.
above and below. I
Yes.
like that. No,
Yeah.
that's good.
And it's like all encompassing, right? It's everything.
Yeah.
It's universal. Let's
I took it the other approach, like enter the blue sky, as if they're like,
Oh,
here
the
it
blue sky is
comes.
entering? Oh,
yes,
okay.
almost like enter stage left. This
I
character,
get it.
Oh, I
Right.
like that too.
right? Enter, comma
Yeah.
the blue sky.
Enter the dragon.
Yes, the dragon.
Oh, now that makes sense.
That's what he was asking too. He's like, wait a minute. Before you got here, he's like, is it enter blue sky or enter the blue sky? It's like, no, enter blue sky is that Bruce Lee movie. You know?
That's how blue
Into
sky.
the sky. Terrible. All true.
Oh
All
my
true.
God.
It's very
Sandy,
nice.
Sandy, how long have you been playing music?
20
I've been
minutes.
singing. Yeah. I've been singing since I could talk.
Okay.
But I started playing guitar when I was 13. Yeah.
Nice.
And basically I just started playing so that I would have something to accompany myself.
With your singing.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any one group or artist that you might say was the one who lit the fire underneath Sandy?
Well, yeah, actually it was Sonny and Cher.
I love Sonny and Cher.
They got you, babe.
Talk about a girl crush, man. In those days,
Yeah.
Cher
Yeah.
was just, and
Cher,
then they had the
love
show
Cher.
on,
She was
on
just the
TV.
shit, you know,
Oh yeah,
geez
absolutely.
Louise.
Oh, I love that you can say shit on this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No
and fuck
FCC.
too. Fuck, that's my favorite
Yes.
word.
Let's all say it
Kids
together
might
now.
be listening to this. Come on, my kids may be listening to this.
No,
too.
no, you just tell them not to.
Exactly.
At
Well, they
this,
can listen. They just can't say it. You know?
There you go. Yeah, I mean, because they hear
Well, they
it all
already
the time.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So the thing is I really liked Sonny and Cher, and I like Barbara Streisand too, and I just
Bad.
like these big female voices, and so I would set up the record player and my amp and
Oh,
microphone and sing with them all day. I like to say I trained with Cher and Barbara Streisand. That right there, personal. And my friends would say, no, you know what? I'm not coming over if you're going to do that. I'm like, who doesn't? You know what? You take Sonny's part.
Right.
I've got a live concert, album.
I
You
got you,
take
babe.
Sonny's part, and I'll do Cher. Yeah.
So I'm just wondering. I'm hearing
beat goes
Sonny
on,
and
right?
Cher, and I'm just wondering, where did this come from?
That's what. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is I don't really think about a style when I'm writing. I just write what I write.
Yeah.
And that's I think part of the issue with why we say Americana, but somebody said it at some point.
I don't even know what Americana is.
I know.
Really.
Well,
You have to
when
give
they
yourself a
say
genre, I guess.
Americana, somebody expects a banjo, and that's Appalachian
bluegrass.
or bluegrass,
Yeah.
or and well, when I play, sometimes there's a little bit of country. I used to do a little bluegrass, a little bit of country,
A little bit of rock and roll.
When we do
Donnie and Marie.
when we do Wanderlust, somebody said it sounds like an etude. It's whoever is adding to it.
Yeah.
Well,
one thing
Gives that style.
Americana is kind of like a catch-all, like rock is now, where it encompasses folk, country, bluegrass. It encompasses all that, and it allows, because some singer-songwriters consider themselves Americana, and all they do is just them and a guitar and maybe a drummer and a bass line.
Yeah.
And it's still Americana because of the
Yeah.
style. It fits in with that kind of wholesome American mentality
Yeah.
and the beginnings of rock in the 70s and stuff.
Well, one
Yeah.
thing is, when our album was reviewed by Paul Hormick at the Troubadour, and he said, "Oh, it's country, front to back," and I'm like, "Country? What are you talking about?" But what he did was he said it's
"Watch your
like
mouth."
old.
That should be a 4-letter word.
It's the old style country. Like he went back to Johnny Cash and Bobby Gentry, and the thing is that country wasn't a style; it was what was coming out of the country. It was what country people that lived in the country were producing.
Yeah.
And then it became a style. And then, unfortunately, it's like what it is now is not even
Yeah.
anything near country.
Yes.
So Americana to me is what is coming out of
America.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not rock. It's not. Yeah. So
Right.
it's,
That's
it's,
really well
it's
said.
a
Yeah,
roots kind of thing.
I think I would describe it as lyrical music, poetry. Lyrical poetry, because her words are so important.
Yeah.
Except I really want you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that is important.
But I
too,
mean,
pretty
now.
damn important.
I know, right?
the words in the middle, those are hot.
I see what you mean, though. Like another example would kind of be like John Fogerty. A
Yeah.
lot of his stuff very lyrically and vocally driven.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which is why no matter what, he will always be Credence, no matter where he goes.
Yeah,
Who
and what
cares
is
about
he?
the-
What is he? What do you call him?
He's what lends credence.
Oh my God!
Yeah, like what
But
do
that's
you-
what I hear. I think when
Yeah,
somebody says
absolutely.
Americana, I think that's probably the first thing that
loved him.
invokes in my mind is like John Fogerty.
Yeah,
It does have
Okay,
that.
okay, that's yeah.
She's like, I can live with that.
I can live with that.
Good
Well, good.
company.
I'm glad we kind of squared that away of what Americana is because I was really confused for a long time.
It can be frustrating. Everyone has to put themselves in some sort of genre, and
Labels.
it's a little frustrating. I know. I find.
my last band in the early 90s, so that was alternative. Now they have alt country too.
Yeah.
So it's like
what?
Yeah.
yeah, alt country.
All country jazz fusion.
Yeah. With a
My
touch,
favorite. My favorite. Oh my God.
It's a jazz blues
with a
festival. No,
touch
it's a
of dirt.
blues
Yeah.
jazz.
You guys need a slide flute player?
With an oboe and a bassoon.
your elbow.
We have the French horn in the background. Pretty soon we'll have a triangle solo.
Oh, I am so on that. So on it. With a side of cowbell.
With that being said,
Should we do another song?
Yes.
I think so.
I think it's time.
yeah, and after the song, we're about done.
Yeah, I think we should. Let's give the listeners one more.
Got to give the people what they want.
That's right.
You don't write down the songs, do you, in your prep?
He does not.
You didn't tell me what I have. I have all the songs here, like everything. I
What
just
about
don't
the
know
ones
what
that I
we're
put in the
doing.
folder
The last one
on
that-
Dropbox?
I don't have that anymore.
Oh.
It's gone.
Well, we do
I
have
don't
Enter
know.
the Blue Sky.
All
We're
right.
going to hear another song.
The song is called "With a Gun."
Oh, love this one.
I love you're so passionate about these songs.
This is a Karen favorite. "With a Gun" by Enter Blue Sky.
So,
I did it.
You did it again. Did he say?
We're gonna superimpose the right in there.
Enter the Blue Sky.
If I tell that you fall to your knees just to please me. What a mystery, how attraction can twist into misery. In this game of chance, lately I find the odds stacked high against me. Will the sun rise tomorrow just because you want it to? And I don't know what it is you're looking for, where you're running to, who you're running
I love this.
from is you.
Isn't that the truth, huh?
So deep.
You're running from you.
Is it loyalty or morality that keeps you next to me? All the arguments without sentiments nearly broke me. How many times can I say I hate you and still keep running back? How do I deny knowing full well inside I am lying? I can't look the other way, you won't see the light dying. In the middle of the blackest night, my blood is laid before me. And I don't know what it is you're looking for, where you're running to, who you're running from is you.
Karen Childress Evans, everybody.
So sweet.
I can't remember. You know, as we play these over and over, I sound nothing like that now. You know.
When you do it live.
At least this
yeah,
time we didn't talk over
You build
your
up on
solo.
it.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
It's lovely.
And I'm
No, I
noticing.
add more. I add more.
Yeah.
To it, yeah.
I'm noticing there's a huge contrast in me talking to Sandy right here because you're so lively and you're so positive, and then I listen to this song and
I
I'm
know.
like, who
Wow.
hurt you, Sandy?
It's a love song.
Okay, I was way off.
I rolled over, played that behind you, and I couldn't help myself. If I tell you with a gun to my head, I love you. If I tell you with a gun to my head, I love you. I love you.
Stark difference from I Really Want You.
You still do. Just, you know.
With a Gun by Enter the Blue Sky.
Very good.
That was really good. Thank you
Sandy-
guys for sharing your
Thank
music
you.
with us
Oh,
today.
yeah, man,
Our
my
pleasure.
pleasure.
That's great. Hey, Sandy, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What, when you're writing songs, do you just go lyrics and then music, or what's your process? And
You know what? I write in my car a lot.
you do?
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm just like I sing. I just
Do you
sing.
like start humming a little something? or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. So it's like on I Really Want You. That was really weird.
Oh,
I didn't
you weren't
even,
in bed? I thought.
I came out of a bar.
No, that was in the car too.
It does happen.
That was on Out Lovers League. Lovers League.
Lovers Lake.
yeah.
Lovers. I can't talk.
Leap.
Lovers Leap.
Leap. to it.
Drinking lover's lager.
Oh my gosh.
No, I came out of a bar. I was going to my car. So I came out of a bar
Oh.
that is no longer in existence, Parkway Bar. And
Bummer.
I know,
Oh,
right?
God, wasn't Kathy that?
Huh? Katie?
Katie.
Yeah, Katie. Yeah, Katie's great.
Yeah,
I
she's
wrote a
good.
song about that. It's called Parkway Bar.
Oh, right on. I'll have to check it out.
So I came out of that bar and I was walking to my car and I just go, no one is the wiser. I really want you. I was like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? And then I just went with it,
Right.
you know, and I
Yeah.
wrote it and I
God's
didn't even know
mouth
how
to
to
yours
play
ears.
it, you know, and I just,
Right.
yeah, well.
And on that note,
So then I learned to play it, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would say it mostly comes all together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of
and
just the same.
sometimes I have to go, all right, so what's the direction of the song?
Yeah.
You know, and then get inside of it and write true to it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can dig it. That's
Well,
cool.
also, when we got with the band tended to change it a little bit too. Like Berto, on the album, when he would take a song that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and go boom, 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 boom. Well, that changed the whole thing
Yeah,
right there,
right.
you know. And
Whole different
boing,
dynamic,
boing, boing, boing. You know, it depends on what you do with it afterwards.
Yeah, totally.
yeah, you get the bones and then you can sort of build around. You know.
And the other unique thing, and I know you want to leave, but
come on, let's kill this.
but somebody gave me this microphone, and
I can,
gonna use it.
I can mute that. I've been tempted to.
No, not my Karen.
I know, she's so lovely. Come on now.
but Sandy can sing by herself and bring down the house. She can sing with a guitar. Yeah, she can sing with.
Like Frampton?
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah. She can sing with me, with three
Yeah.
people, 4 people, whatever, and it's all different, but it's all good.
Yeah.
So there you
Right
go.
on.
Certainly
Well,
heard
thank
that.
you.
Absolutely. Took the
Yeah.
Pepsi
Thank you,
challenge, and
Karen.
I have
Yeah.
definitely
So
like Enter the Blue Sky better.
Me
Say
too.
that again.
Yes.
So if you go on and listen to some more Enter the Blue Sky, check them out. They're on Reverb Nation. They've got more songs there.
And iTunes.
And also, say again?
iTunes
You're on
and Spotify
iTunes and
and-
Spotify. Yes, you're on Spotify just as we are too. So while you're subscribing to us, go right on over to Enter the Blue Sky and buy a couple of tracks from them as well.
Yes.
They'd sure appreciate it, and you'd like it too. Trust me.
And go see them when you see them around.
Please do and
Absolutely.
say hi.
Yeah,
and
come
say
on
hi.
out to Nate's Garden Grill. Don't miss it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Big thank you to Sandy and Karen for coming out and having a seat on the Dusty Futon with us. And of course, thanks to Tyler for hosting this episode. And by the way, if you're looking for a bass player, hit him up at tyler@dustyfuton.com. Big thank you to Spicy Kim of Wicked Tone Entertainment for being the co-host for this episode. I'm Big John, your engineer and producer for this episode. Don't forget that we have merchandise for sale on our website at thedustyfuton.com/merch. Go there and check it out. Speaking of merchandise, if you're hanging around waiting for that hashtag, first thing, thank you for sticking in with us and sticking all the way to the end. The hashtag for this episode to get a free Dusty Futon t-shirt is going to be hashtag Americana. All you got to do is make sure and share this episode. Tag us at Dusty Futon on Instagram or Twitter, or at The Dusty Futon on Facebook. Share the episode with the hashtag on any one of those social platforms, and we'll randomly select one person as our winner. Good luck, and thanks for sharing the episode. The Dusty Futon now releases weekly concert reports. It's not every week because we don't always have updates on the calendar. If you're a Dusty Futon musician, we will happily tell our audience when and where you're playing next. The concert report focuses on Dusty Futon alumni, giving you a little bit of the audio from that band, as well as letting you know where you can find them next. Each concert report is released on a Wednesday right here on this channel. So all you got to do is subscribe, whether it's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, any of those places. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. We also have a Patreon page if you want to get some behind-the-scenes information and some special goodies that are going to be coming in the future. You can go to check that out at patreon.com/thedustyfuton, where you can directly support the Dusty Futon. Also, don't forget to check us out at dustyfuton.com, where you can get access to every episode ever created by the Dusty Futon from Season 1 debut back in April 2015 to now. I hope you enjoyed this production of the Dusty Futon LLC, and this episode was sponsored by Backstage 360. Don't forget to go to backstage360.com to check them out. They are the musician's media. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next episode right here on the Dusty Futon.